For 4 long years, console players have been trying to replicate similar effects to the renowned tap strafe on PC. And for 4 years, nothing has been found. Until now. Welcome everybody, this is how today's video is going to go. I'm going to show you guys what I found, how I found it, the difference between my technique and the normal, and then at the end I'll show you guys how to actually do this new movement technique that I found. And a quick disclaimer, I haven't seen anyone do this technique on console Titanfall 2 or upload a video about it, so I'm assuming I might be the first to use this technique on Titanfall 2 console. If you have found this technique before, good for you, but for now I'm just assuming that I might be the first, so don't get angry in the comments at me if you've done this thing before. So gamers, the massive question is, what actually have I found? Let me show you a few clips. So as you can see here, the effect is a bit like a tap strafe. It's not as massive or as quick as a tap strafe, but the result is close. Let me explain what a tap strafe is real quick. A tap strafe is something you can do on PC, which requires you to tap your W key and swing your view around to change direction drastically. This was a serious breakthrough within the movement tech of Titanfall 2, because the whole game movement is based on small, slow changes to gain and save momentum. But when people found out tap strafing, it was the first movement technique that allowed you to change direction drastically and rapidly without losing any speed. Now, how is my version different? Well, first, console doesn't have any lurch, which makes tap strafing possible on PC. And secondly, my tap strafe sadly doesn't retain as much momentum or has such a drastic change, but when you look at how you turn corners or evade bullets, my strafe is different from the normal controller input movement. My idea for the strafe came from a similar technique used with Octane's jump pad in Apex on console to mimic a tap strafe, and I thought, yeah, Titanfall 2 doesn't have jump pads, but the core movement tech is somewhat the same, so I experimented with the technique and found this strafe. But the biggest question is, what do we call it? Well, I'm glad you asked. Me being the humble person I am, I've named it the mix strafe. I know it's funny, but it would actually be super cool to me if this name actually stuck, so I'm gonna call it the mix strafe. You can call it whatever you like, but I like the name mix strafe, what can I say? Next, on to comparison and examples. Let's show you guys a clip of me using the mix strafe, and then I've also filmed the same situation in private matches, but me using normal movement. Here we have me using the mix strafe on war games. I kind of mess up the first one, but the second one I do is a pretty good strafe. Now let's take a look at me doing the same thing without the strafe. See how I can't turn quick enough and have to be forced to wall run and therefore losing speed? That's the difference. Let's have another example here in glitch. This is the mix strafe. See how I can clear that wall at the end? Trying to cut the corner loses all my speed, and alternatively just slide hop strafing doesn't get me clear of the wall I just hit. So this is the difference between the mix strafe and normal movement. So let's see it in action in real games. And finally, let me show you how to do the mix strafe. It's not easy. In my stream today, I failed so many times, sometimes losing all momentum, sometimes just doing a normal air strafe or bunny hop. So let's talk left analog stick first. You need to be pointing it the way that you want to turn or strafe. Let's say right in this example. Now, as soon as you jump or bunny hop, flick your left analog stick up to the top and then straight back down into the starting position where you hold it to the right. So you should be flicking it up and then straight back down into the right, kind of like a 90-degree flick. With your right stick, as soon as you flick upward with your left and as soon as you jump, you want to flick your right stick in the direction you want to go. In this example, a flick to the right. If you can time these perfectly with a jump, you can get some nice mixed strafes and throw your opponent's aim off, or maybe cut a nice corner you might not have been able to do earlier. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.